Hi Tigers! Recruiting can be strange at times, and LSU is no exception. This time around, this one involves Ole Miss and Devin Harper. Before the news, subscribe to our channel to receive more LSU news. The college football recruiting scene is full of twists and turns, but the recent development involving Devin Harper is definitely one to watch. The highly rated young offensive lineman has opted to decommit from LSU and join Ole Mississippi. For a program as traditional and competitive as the Tigers, this decision is an unexpected blow, especially considering the circumstances involved. Devin Harper, a runner from Shreveport, Louisiana, had committed to LSU in January, beating out interest from giants like Georgia, Florida State, and Tennessee. His initial choice seemed solid, especially considering the weight LSU carries in producing elite players. However, Ole Miss persistence paid off, culminating in Harper's comeback following his visit to the Rebels campus during their thrilling win over Mississippi State. In his own words, Harper described the atmosphere as the best I've ever been to, highlighting the vibrant atmosphere and unwavering support from the Ole Miss fans. For the Tigers, Harper's decision is a tough one to swallow. Not only was he one of LSU's most promising recruits, but he also hails from Louisiana, a state the Tigers consider their recruiting turf. Losing a homegrown talent to an SEC rival adds to the sense of frustration. After all, retaining the region's best players is a priority for any program that wants to compete at the highest level. It's impossible to ignore the larger context of this situation. In a sport where perception is everything, the departure of a high-profile recruit like Harper amplifies questions about the team's current momentum under Brian Kelly. While Kelly has demonstrated a knack for attracting talent since his arrival, this particular loss raises questions about the program's ability to hold on to its promise under pressure. At the same time, it's important to remember that recruiting is rarely an exact science. Young athletes' decisions are shaped by a mix of emotional, familial, and logistical factors that don't always align with the expectations of teams or fans. Still, Harper's decision to leave LSU for Ole Miss feels odd. For a player so deeply connected to the culture and legacy of Louisiana football, the decision to leave his hometown for an SEC rival is surprising and perhaps indicative of something else going on behind the scenes. The Tigers now face the challenge of moving forward. With the recruiting season far from over, there's time for Brian Kelly and his staff to recover from this loss and look for new opportunities to bolster the offensive line. However, Harper's case will be remembered as a reminder of the unpredictability and complexity of college football recruiting. In the meantime, LSU needs to take this moment to reflect. Recruiting isn't just about stars and rankings. It's about building a connection and conveying a compelling vision for the future. If Harper's decision teaches us anything, it's that even storied programs like LSU can't take anything for granted. The Tigers have the talent and resources to bounce back, but the path to success is rarely linear, and Devin Harper's departure is a prime example of that. But let's move on. Now, let's hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments.